Frooglesim videos are powered by Jetline Systems.
Hello YouTube, this is Frugal and this is the Frooglesim news for today, Sunday, March the 18th. First up, not for FSX or Prepared or Explain, but FS to Crew just released an iOS app called Pilot Assist Pro. The guys behind FS to Crew have released a fully featured iOS application for pilots, both real and virtual. Now, among the features, it's kind of split into a number of sections. It first features a virtual hangar where you can add the aircraft you have access to. The team are adding new aircraft all the time for you to choose from as well. And when you add an aircraft to your virtual hangar, you get the full set of normal and non-normal checklists. You can also build your own from scratch if you so desire, and then share them with the wider community. Now, in terms of the checklist, they include everything you would expect, but also let you add your own notes and even images to help you remember what to do at each step. As I mentioned above, you can also even go ahead and create your own. Flight logging is included, letting you record vital information such as your call sign, fuel, and so on, and you can even just tap for takeoff and arrival to record flight times. Weather reports and NOTAMs are built in, including something called Skyview, which lets you quickly visualize what cloud coverage is going to look like. The app will also help you in deciphering complex TAFs and meta reports. Finally, the app will also let you store and access your PDFs right on your iOS device, giving you instant access to all your flight information. All data in the app, including the PDFs, can also be synced to Dropbox. Now, the price is $49.99, and that's it. Unusually for an app of this kind, there is no annual or monthly or daily subscription. Just $49.99, and it's available right now from the App Store for both iPhone and iPad. More information at pilotassistpro.com, linked in the show notes below. Next up, Turbulent Designs KGPI. Turbulent Designs this week mentioned that KGPI Glacier Park is now in beta and will be arriving in your sims very soon. Now, it covers KGPI in Flathead County, Montana, an airport that has 2 runways and services on average 150 flights per day, 70% of which are GA flights. In terms of the main airlines, Delta does fly narrow-body jets out of here using the CRJ and the Embraer. United also operates CRJs out of here, and Allegiant fly the MD-80 in and out of here. Q400 pilots will be pleased to hear that Horizon Air also operate here as well, with daily flights to Seattle. Now, as always with Turbulent scenery, the quality looks amazing with completely accurate ground markings and buildings. It will also presumably include real flora. No firm release date or a price just yet, but according to the screenshots, this is going to be a prepared version 4 exclusive. Next up, the Milviz 310R Redux. Milviz have overhauled, updated, and in their words, reimagined their popular Cessna 310R. For those unfamiliar, this models the Cessna 310, which is a 6-seater twin that first entered service in 1953. Among the list of changes in this Redux version are a completely reworked set of textures inside and out, upgraded and rebuilt navigation unit. It includes the Rex and Milviz weather radar, has a brand new sound set, built-in True Glass, windshield weather effects in prepared version 4, electronic gauges, and built-in real light night lighting system, again in prepared version 4. This time around, the testing team also includes a 310R owner to make sure the aircraft can be as close to the real thing as possible. Finally, Milviz's 310R Redux also supports integration with the Flight 1 650 and 750 GTN units, as well as the Reality XP GNS units and the NavStacks suite. Flight dynamics were developed by Bernd Stoll. It also features realistic startup and shutdown, as well as realistic systems and avionics, and includes a detailed pilot's operating handbook. The Milviz 310R Redux is available right now for $49.99 for FSX and Prepared's version 2, 3, and 4. Over now to X-Plane and the release of Terra Max for X-Plane. X-Aviation this weekend released Terra Max for X-Plane 11, developed by Max XP in cooperation with Sundog. These are the same guys that brought you SkyMax. Terra Max adds automatic seasonal textures at long last to X-Plane 11 based on date and time, as well as of course where in the world you are flying. Now, you can either manually select a seasonal set and have it applied for the whole flight, or you can let the system do it automatically. If you do that and you're doing a long haul flight, the textures will change and update as you fly. An example that X-Aviation give is leaving sunny Florida and heading into snowy Colorado, something you'd see for real, especially flying later in the year. There are some gotchas, unfortunately, to Terra Max. It doesn't currently work with orthophoto scenery. It does, however, work with HT Mesh version 4 from AL Pilot X. Also, depending on the performance of your PC and your sim settings, you may experience a small pause as you approach a boundary where scenery textures would need to be reloaded if you have the auto-changing thing enabled. The price for Terramax is $39.95. It is for X-Plane 11 only and is available exclusively from X-Aviation, linked in the show notes below. Sticking with X-Plane for our final story and news of the Aerobask DA62. Video you're watching is the promo coming soon video from R1 Aviation. It is linked in the show notes below. Do take a look and take a look at the other videos on his channel. Give him a few hundred likes and subscribes. Aerobask have indicated that their Diamond DA62 is coming very soon now to X-Plane 11. The aircraft, if you're unfamiliar, is a 7-seat twin powered by two Ostro engine AE330 turbocharged engines. Now, the flight model for Aerobask version was developed by X-Aerodynamics to closely match real-world published performance data. The aircraft is going to feature an integrated G1000 with custom EIS and annunciators, along with 4K textures, PBR textures of course, inside and out. Aerobask also mentioned that this is a VR-friendly aircraft with VR-optimized manipulators to work through the controls and the knobs on the flight deck. Sounds are from Fmod and include full 3D positional sounds as well as Doppler and flange effects. The aircraft will also include custom FADEC and ECU simulations, as well as a simulation of the oxygen system, autopilot, oxygen, and ice protection. Don't know an exact price or a release date just yet for the Aerobask DA62. It is coming soon for X-Plane 11, and I would expect it to be available for sale on the xplane.org store. Rather short news show this week. That's all I've got. If I did miss something, and I'm sure I did, do leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'll take a look to see if I should include it in next week's show. Until then, though, my name is Frugal. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon.